Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back. I hope you are having a fantastic day. I have a couple of candle reviews to share today. They are both from Kringle and they are actually both from the most recent Kringle Reserve candle launch. So we're talking about two new scents for the holidays 2023. In this first video, we're going to address Christmas lights. In the second video that will go up later on this afternoon, you will hear my thoughts on the peppermint pop. You can find Kringle candles at kringlecandle.com, and I will go ahead and put a discount code in the description box down below. It's just Melanie15. That'll save you 15% off of your purchase at Kringle Candle. It works on a lot of the sale items as well. If something has a significant discount on it already, it probably won't apply to that, but it will definitely take at least 15% off of the Reserve candles, which, by the way, if you are newer to Kringle, those never go on sale. So 15% is the most off that you can get on those. The Kringle Reserve candles use a premium fragrance oils. They also have the jar is a little bit different. It is their 2-wick tumbler jar, but it is obviously spray painted black on the inside, so you can see the opacity of the black there. They recently changed it to where it was easier to be able to see into the jar from the side. The black used to be a lot more opaque, and it just kind of took away of, I think, a little bit of that glow that you get, that beautiful glow that we're all like looking for when it comes to candles. Obviously with candles, it's a mix of ambiance as well as home fragrance for most of us. So I think lightening up that, that opacity of the black that they spray on the inside was a really good choice on their part. So anyway, you can see that I'm already just about at the halfway point here. Oh, you guys, I love this one. I love this scent. Now, I think there are different candle companies that kind of excel at different things. For example, I think that Homeworx, for me, really does, I think, some of the best gourmands out there. But there is no other candle company out there that I think can hold a candle, pun intended, to Kringle when it comes to their holiday tree scents. Kringle does the most authentic, most beautiful holiday tree scents ever. And as someone who does have fake trees in her house, I decorate for the holidays pretty early, so it is very unrealistic of me to purchase a real tree towards the beginning of November and expect that to survive in a house where the heat is on pretty much every single day until, you know, the holidays are over. It's not gonna happen. We have to use fake trees. But I really miss the smell of a real tree. And Kringle knows how to nail that scent. So if you, like me, love the smell of a real tree, but you hate the mess of a real tree, so you do fake, but you really want to bring that scent of the outdoors in for this season, check out Kringle for their tree scents. I will put some suggestions of some other candles that Kringle does as well that I think are beautiful. You know, if you're not wanting to go for the Christmas lights, I will put some suggestions down below for some other holiday tree scents to check out for sure. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into Christmas lights. Love the label on this one. You just have some stars that it look to be kind of falling into the shape of a Christmas tree. So very elegant label here. I really enjoy these more straightforward, maybe slightly more modern labels that they use for the Reserve line. I'm someone who really likes a vintage look to a lot of things, as you can kind of tell by the stuff in the background here. I like things that look a little bit older, but there's also a part of me that does appreciate a more clean, straightforward, more modern take on, you know, home decor or labels and things like that. And I think these are just fantastic. They look so pretty, even with my super like old looking decor that I like to bust out during the holidays as well. This even ties in with a lot of the vintage stuff that I use. So big fan of this label, but I'm an even bigger fan of the fragrance. So let's go ahead and dive into Christmas lights. Okay, So their scent description reads as follows. Let the warm glow of Christmas lights transport you to a cozy winter wonderland with notes of pine, juniper, and cranberry intertwining to create a festive aroma. So our top notes are the perfect holiday pine, frosted juniper, cypress sprigs, and eucalyptus leaf. The mid notes are cranberry garland, royal red apple, and fir needles. The base is sweet sap, fresh cut cedarwood, oak moss, and white musk. So with all of those fragrance notes there, what are you actually smelling? So I'm obviously coming at this from the standpoint of what my nose is picking up. You might notice some of these other notes, but to me, here are the standout notes from this fragrance. The pine, beautiful pine, absolutely perfect, authentic take on pine. Juniper, there is a hearty dose of that beautiful juniper in here that I think almost elevates the pine even more. There's cypress in here. I smell the cypress. And fortunately for me, now this is just for me because I hate eucalyptus. I don't smell the eucalyptus leaf at all. I'm personally very thankful for that. Eucalyptus reminds me of work. I am a florist. Well, I'm currently taking a break from being a florist. I'm doing something else for the time being, but I was a florist for like 12 years, and so many of my clients loved eucalyptus, which I totally get. The, you know, that gorgeous sagey green just tied in really well, especially with bridal bouquets. But honestly, like, I'm just so tired of the smell of eucalyptus. So whenever I see it in a fragrance description, I'm automatically like, ugh, of course. I hope I can't smell it. And thankfully, I cannot detect it in here at all. In terms of the mid notes, really, I don't get much in the way of cranberry from this at all. I'd love a touch of cranberry in here, but I don't, my nose doesn't pick it up. I also don't smell the red apple, but I smell the fir needles. Fir is another one of those holiday tree notes that I pick up in here in spades for sure. The sweet sap, yes. It's like a fresh cut pine tree. You know how when you like first cut that tree down and you're carrying it back to your car and you put your nose like at the base of the tree, a lot of times there's a little bit of sap that collects down there. That combined with that freshly cut tree note is absolutely present in here. I love that sweet, like, it is just a sweet sap note. It's perfect. And again, it lends to the authenticity here. Cedarwood, yeah, again, I think cypress and cedar in general are, you know, other tree notes that are included in here. I don't get much in the way of like an oak moss, and the white musk I think is just in here to kind of support some of these other tree notes. You guys, if I was going to just explain this in the most simplest term, it smells like a freshly cut pine Christmas tree. And maybe you were at a Christmas tree farm where there were also some other types of trees around. You smell that freshly cut wood note. You smell that sweet sap. You get the juniper, you get the cypress, the cedarwood, the fir. It is just a boatload of holiday tree notes in one candle. It's perfectly done. Absolutely perfectly executed fragrance here. And I hope that this sticks around in their holiday collection for all eternity. It is perfect. So let's talk strength and throw. Now, I don't find the Reserve candles to be significantly, I guess, more intense in terms of strength and throw, but I do find them to be very solidly performing. The strength of this one here, I'm gonna put at about a 7.5. I wish it was just a touch stronger. If this was like an 8.5 or like a 9, oh, I would absolutely love it. But I do think you have to be realistic about the fact that this is only a one wick. It's a 2-wick candle with a somewhat limited opening. So let's take a look at the candle from the top. If you've never burned one, this is the view that you're gonna get. Super clean burn, by the way, no sooting whatsoever with this soy formula. I trim the wicks ever so slightly between each burn, and that is plenty, but you can see just a beautiful clean burn here all around. This has been lit for about, I would say 20 minutes now, and it's completely pulled out. The throw of this I would put right at around like a 7. It is absolutely a room filler. It travels outside of the rooms where I'm burning it. Whether I've had it in the front living room, whether I've had it even in the dining room. It's a little bit harder for fragrances to escape out of the dining room. So that's a great testing place for me. This one actually did make its way out of the dining room into the entryway, which is great. It performs well in my kitchen. It is just, it's so lovely, you guys. And if you've never ever tried any candle from Kringle before, and you are looking for a holiday tree scent, I think this is a really beautiful, authentic place to start. This one, if I had more thumbs, I would put them up right now, but since I only have 2, I'm gonna give it 2 thumbs up. I will be repurchasing this one myself. It is perfection, and yeah, it just add it to the pile of holiday tree scents that Kringle just really does incredibly well. So anyway, you guys, if you have Christmas lights, definitely let us know your experience in the comments down below. Be sure to check the description box for a link and the discount code to save 15%. I really appreciate you guys being here. Obviously, make sure that you are subscribed if you would like to see further candle reviews in your subscription box. Yeah, I really appreciate you guys being here so much. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.